So, I got a new microphone. Who's ready to hear better audio quality? Hopefully.
Ah! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Well, I think it's finally time to get into some arcade classics on PC. Given the constant sales on GOG, I thought it was time to finally buy and complete Metal Slug, since I never did get past level 2 in the arcade as a kid when I used to go bowling after school.
You're a pussy!
Oh man, that was like 2003 to 2005 area too.
Grandpa! I'm not a grandpa!
Well, besides my fucking back hurts cause I slept wrong, let's talk about Metal Slug for PC and see if it's a game well worth playing, especially since SNK apparently has a touchy track record when it comes to PC ports.
Oh, you're too picky.
Yeah.
The idea of Metal Slug is simple. You ever played Contra?
I don't know.
If you have, then you know what to expect. If not, then allow me to explain the difficulty and BS arcade mechanics that plague these types of games.
Please, please don't.
Basically, all soldiers die in one hit. This includes you. See the problem already?
No! Well, yeah!
This means you will always die constantly. This is a fatal flaw in the game's design, but also a profitable one. This meant plenty of quarters for SNK back in the day, but at home, this isn't the case. Thankfully, unlike Sega, we can change how many continues we get and the difficulty before starting the game. This is great, cause the last thing I want to do is deal with the BS one-hit deaths that stop me from completing the game. It's just not humanly possible, though I'm sure there's some virgin middle-aged loser who can actually complete the game without losing a single life. There always is that king of the Coomers out there.
Yeah, he's right.
All of this with several weapons, a tank, a turret, and of course, tons of fun. Metal Slug is a hard game, but one that isn't designed badly. Just bullshit arcade mechanically is all. I mean, who doesn't just love being killed in one tiny hit? A single bullet? Dead. A knife? Dead. A soldier touches you? Dead.
That is fucked, man. This is actually fucked. Are you guys putting the pieces together?
Okay, enough ranting about that. How about we move on to everyone's favorite section?
Yo, don't you dare, I'll push you straight into traffic.
So why don't we just skip ahead and cover the controls?
Oh god, oh my god, oh no!
The controls are okay, but man does it get annoying trying to aim while moving and dodging with things flying all over the screen. Early on, it's not that hard, but by level 3, it gets pretty fugly. With one-hit deaths, and once you die, you lose all your grenades and weapon being held.
Why? Why?
This gets annoying, with some levels requiring you to do platforming on top of bullets and rockets flying all over the screen. As for the control layout, I feel like the default settings are a bit confusing. Why is control, shoot, shift, jump, and the arrow keys movement? Now, it might not sound like a bad thing, but here's what they use for the controller. Got a controller plugged in? Good. Here's the buttons. D-pad, Left analog stick is your movement, A is shoot, X is grenade, and B is jump. I was screwing up the entire time playing the game because of this default layout.
All I hear is nag, nag, nag.
To me, the right input should be A jump, X shoot, and Y grenade.
I guess.
Since there's only one stick for this game, this means whichever direction you look, you move and shoot. This can lead you to running into enemies when you need to shoot them, or they just appear from off screen out of nowhere. Gotta love that stuff.
Is that sarcasm, Junior?
It takes some getting used to. The game feels very stiff and at times doesn't want to work with you, but against you. Otherwise, I still actually had fun. You have several ways to kill the enemy in this game, but your default choice is the infinite basic pistol, which isn't anything special but can get the job done, till you face tanks or a boss, of course. Every time you spawn, you get 10 grenades by default, and these are necessary when facing tanks or bosses, but are very useful against these annoying shield guys too. Gotta hate the shield guys.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
When it comes to power-ups, this game usually gives you bonus point items, fuel for your tank when you're in it, which is its health, or even more grenades. But then there's lettered icons with F, H, and R, etc. These are your weapon power-ups like heavy machine gun. Just going commando with a big ass full auto gun slaughtering hordes of soldiers. It never gets old. The most gruesome weapon is one many feared in World War I. Nothing like being stuck in a trench, never knowing when someone will charge and stab you with a bayonet. But then, there's the true weapon from hell, the flamethrower, turning all your foes into barbecue. The rocket launcher is your last firearm, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I always considered explosive launchers a bit overrated. It's more fun when you can watch people get turned into charred giblets or into puddles of mush from hundreds of rounds of ammunition.
I have several questions.
The second to last murdering spree tool is a tank. You want to slaughter tons of soldiers? You want to crush cars for satisfaction points? You want to blast everything in front of you with ease? Then jump into the tank and get to work. It's fun to use, but man, the control for your gun is a pain as it moves as you do. So if you move forward, the gun is in front. But what if enemies are behind you? Well, you gotta move backwards till your gun is behind you to shoot them, leaving you vulnerable to attacks on both sides. So the tank is just okay. Your last option for committing genocide is the turret, though it only appears during one part of the game, and that's the very last mission. It's okay, but you're too vulnerable using it, so I prefer not to, and just shoot down the planes and stuff with different weapons.
Bullshit!
You have 6 missions total to play in. Some are longer than others, but they all feature the same goal. Shoot every motherfucker in sight and try not to get killed in one hit. Yeah, I'm still pissed off by that design choice. This game was totally a quarter milker back in the day.
Oh, bitch, bitch, bitch!
When it comes to missions, I like the first as it's pretty well balanced to introduce you to every basic mechanic in the game, such as using the tank, every weapon power-up, and of course, rescuing hostages. Anyone else see blonde moist criticals as the hostages? I swear it's Charlie, but if he was a blonde. Anyone? Anyone at all?
Don't you see that it's not?
You only get points for rescuing hostages, and points have no real use outside of the arcade cabinet, and with infinite credits, we have no reason to try and earn any 1-ups or stuff like that either.
Of course!
But for overall design and challenge, it was Mission 5. Since there's so many bodies flying around, explosions and gunfire, it's a total war zone, and it's just a whole lot of fun.
Rocket launcher! Heavy machine gun!
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
I just really enjoyed the urban chaos this level had to offer. The worst level was Mission 3, with all the BS platforming and easy traps to be killed by off-screen spawning soldiers. There's not much to talk about when it comes to enemies and levels. They are all pretty much generic and straightforward stuff. Soldiers, shield soldiers, grenade soldiers, plane bombers, helicopters, tanks, rocket soldiers, you name it. Just dodge if you can and shoot every motherfucker in sight. What more can you say?
Can't argue with that.
Since there's nothing really stand out to discuss over the levels, we might as well move on already. This game was kind of hard to review. I like making videos on smaller things because it requires less time, but in turn, it makes it harder to write something and make at least 10 minutes of content out of it, you know?
I had no idea.
The game has some great tunes, but of course, I couldn't really hear them over the sheer amount of screams, explosions, and gunfire. But after getting hold of the music and using it for this review, I can say, without a doubt...
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
So, you want to hear the music?
Go yourself.
Waste of time.
There's an annoying issue that I'm not sure if it was part of the arcade cabinet version, but man, is there a lot of slowdown during the gameplay. It really hates all the sprites on screen, let alone the sheer amount of explosions. I do wish this wasn't the case, as it did at times get me killed, but it wasn't a deal breaker or anything, just something you have to tolerate if you're going to play it. At the end of the day, Metal Slug is a good game, well worth playing. Despite being a bitch with its controls and lack of balance, sure it's irritating as hell with all the BS arcade mechanics.
Alright, enough already!
But that pissing you off encourages you to keep going, and with this home port, you can just have infinite continues and alter the difficulty. Hey Sega, take notes. I played on medium, and it was still a challenge.
Weak.
But that was also cause of the non-stop amount of crap flying all over the screen, ensuring you will always die no matter what. But that was part of the fun. If you can deal with that and the slowdown issue, this port is well worth playing. On sale.
If you can't accept that, go fuck yourself.
Get it via GOG if you want a DRM free copy, otherwise check out the Steam version. I'm eager to finally play the sequels in the future, since I never did play any of them. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.